Hi, welcome along to the Dally Diaries. It is Kristel with you, and today we are going to be chatting about some of the stuff that I picked up while I was on my 5.5, 6 week trip around Europe, and we're going to be putting some of that stuff on my face as we go. So if that sounds like fun to you, make sure you stay right there and we're going to just jump on in. Okay, so I am naked-faced right now. I know, kinky, right? I do have already on my face just a vitamin C serum from Antipodes that I love and use on the daily. And I do have my eye cream on already. Now, this eye cream I am obsessed with. It's one that I picked up in Greece. It's by the brand Aphrodite, which is quite popular over there. And it's, the secret of natural beauty. So this has olive oil in it. It is anti-aging and hydrating, and it has argan oil and coenzyme Q10, and I love this stuff. I just think it is so nice and soothing, and I have really sensitive eyes and it doesn't irritate my eyes. So yeah, I'm really enjoying using that eye cream at the moment. So I've got that on already. I won't be putting this on now because this is my nighttime cream, but from the same brand, I picked up the olive oil and donkey milk peptides advanced anti-wrinkle night cream, which I am also loving. It smells like a dream. It's so good. And I just, donkey milk is a big thing in Greece. It's in so many of their products, their skincare products. And yeah, it just, everything they make with it always smells amazing. And obviously the olive oil is in there as well. I am loving my Greek skincare. Like, you know, there's a reason why the Greek people age so well. And maybe the secret is olive oil and donkey milk. We'll find out. All right, so now that I have prepped my skin, it's ready to go. I'm gonna try out this that I picked up while I was away. I actually picked up one of their face masks as well. This brand is Apivita, and it is based on bees. So it's got ingredients from bees like propolis and manuka and all sorts of different bee products. This one, oh yeah, cool. It's ocean safe as well. I'm just trying to work out. So this is the anti-spot and anti-age defense tinted face cream, high protection SPF 50. I'm assuming that this is a chemical sunscreen. Actually, I can't even see where the ingredients are. But this is a clean skincare line, I believe. All right, so we're just gonna assume that that is a chemical sunscreen because I can't see the ingredients, and maybe they're in Greek. All right, so because this is a chemical sunscreen, I'm gonna put this on my face first, and then I'm gonna put my primer on, which may sound weird, but I did learn recently, and I can't believe I didn't know this until now, that chemical sunscreen should always be the first thing that goes on your face. According to, I think it was the people at La Roche-Posay, but you can do your own research. But yeah, basically because the way that a chemical sunscreen works is it needs to sink into your skin to create that defense filter. Whereas a physical sunscreen, like a zinc, you can put on top of your skincare because it's like that layer is the protection. So anyways, that's what I read and that's what I'm rolling with. So let's get some of this tinted sunscreen on. This is the first time I'm using this actually because I picked it up right at the end of my trip. I'd been looking for it and it was sold out in a lot of places, so I don't even know what to expect because I didn't try any samples or anything. I just felt it on my hand, and as we all know, hands and faces are quite different things. Okay, well, feels good. I really like the face mask that I picked up from this brand as well. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you want to get some nice skincare, just go to Greece. And I love that they have a lot of like organic and natural skincare over there. Because, you know, when nature gives you olive oil, what do you need, right? Germany's really good like that as well. They have a lot of natural and organic makeup and skincare, which I like. I just like it. I mean, if I can use it, I will use it, basically. All right, well, that's looking lovely with no primer underneath. It's still spreading out really nicely on my face. Just using my hands. I've really been enjoying a very kind of, well, I would say I've always been more of a natural base kind of girl. But yeah, I've really been enjoying it while I've been away. So I assume that's going to carry on a little bit too, because we're heading into, well, we're in spring at the moment here. And then we'll be heading into summer. I don't know what's happening with my nose ring, but it keeps turning itself around. It's because it's too big. It's too big. I need to swap it. Okay, so that is how that looks. I really like that. What I am going to do now is I'm going to put some of my Awaya Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer over the top. I know, sounds weird, but stay with me. I just want to, yeah, put a layer of that over the top. I suppose I could even sandwich it. Is that weird? I could like put a layer on, put some primer on, and then put another layer of the sun tint over the top if I want more coverage. Like a little SPF sandwich. I don't think I am gonna sandwich it today because I just don't need that much coverage. I think I'm just gonna take Billy out for a walk. I've been back at work the last few days and I'm back at work tomorrow. But today is off and the sun is shining, so I think it's gonna be a beach afternoon with Bills, my cavoodle. God, I missed him so much while I was gone. My baby. All right, now, oh yeah, I did pick up a concealer while I was away from Korres. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff from Korres, including this 50+ sunscreen spray emulsion body and face, protect and hydrate. It's got yogurt in it because it's Greek. And that's a really nice sunscreen. I really like the brand Korres. And in Australia, pretty much Mecca is the only place that stocks it, and they only have about 3 products. So, and then I looked at ordering directly from the Korres website, and it's bloody expensive to have it posted out. Oh, sorry, I didn't even tell you what this is. It's the Wild Rose Brightening Concealer because I just have constant dark circles around my eyes. Insomnia will do that to you. So I'm just using my filthy face sponge to tap that in. I really need to get my new one in. And I'm hoping for miracles. It's gonna make my eyes look wide and awake, theoretically. Do I look wide and awake? I think I kind of do, actually. Right, okay, so now that that's on, what I am gonna do is take some of my MCO Beauty, this is not new, this is from Australia, Flawless Glow. I have been using the e.l.f. Glow while I was away because that was the one that I could get into a tub the easiest. But today we're just gonna bang on the MCO, and they're pretty similar, although I would say this one's a bit thinner. And I feel like the e.l.f. one makes me look a bit more bronzy, but I guess if I got a darker shade in this, it could do a similar thing. Wow, it looks super glowy on cam. Huh. Doesn't look that glowy in real life. Which is good actually, because that looks a bit ridiculous. Just bear in mind it doesn't look like that in real life. Okay. And I'm gonna take my favorite concealer, which is my MCO Beauty Instant Concealer, Camouflage and Contour, which I love this concealer. It's so good. This isn't new either, but the shade is light, and I found myself relying very heavily on this while I was away because instead of using foundation, I was just doing this kind of setup. So I'll put a little bit more there. Just do the old dot on the nose situation. And a bit there. just kind of connect the dots now. It's good fun. As I said, I haven't tried this tinted face sunscreen before, so I don't really know how it's all gonna, because this is what I do normally with my Mugu Zinc, which is my favorite product for summertime. And it looks amazing. So yeah, obviously they're different products, so I don't know how they're all gonna layer together. So we shall see. It's not like it matters. I'm not going anywhere important today. So if it's, if it's a schmozzle, that's fine. Man, while I was on the plane, I watched this new show that I became mildly obsessed with called Blue Lights. It's based in Ireland. It's based in Ireland, yeah, Belfast, I think. And it's so good. It's a cop show, but it's super gritty. The characters are really likable, although something bad happens to my favorite character, which I didn't enjoy. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it's such a good show. I think they're definitely filming a season 2 because I checked. I was like, I need to know. So yeah, if you have access to watching the show Blue Lights, oh, it is damn good. Damn good. All right, that's looking good, yeah. I'm really enjoying not wearing foundation lately. To be honest, I think that being out in the sunshine every day did wonders for my skin. Don't forget I was wearing SPF 50 every day and reapplying, but just that vitamin D and oxygen, I think my skin was so good while I was away. And because it had been such a long, cold autumn and winter here in Australia, I was just never outside. And so my skin was just hating me. Yeah, all clogged up, but it's looking so clean and clear at the moment, which, yay. All right, so that's the base, I think. And then I'm just gonna powder the T-zone. I actually did pick up a Korres powder while I was away, but that one is good around my eyes, but it's not enough for my T-zone because it's not really a mattifying one. So I really like it for brightening, but not for setting. So what I am going to do is just go in with the one, this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Powder in Light. I picked that up while I was over there because my Nokia Joy powder compact broke in the first week. I dropped it on a floor in a locker room when I was trying to get all my suitcase and stuff out of the locker, and it just smashed to smithereens. It was really heartbreaking because it wasn't even, it was a fairly new one. Anyway. I loved that powder. So moving on, I literally just picked up anything I could grab because I didn't have time to hang out in shops looking for the perfect powder. So I'm just taking my Glamrator triangle puff. So I just dab it in and then I just tap it off on my hand. And I'm just gonna set literally my nose, my eyes, and my chinster. Oh, there is one thing I really want to show you actually, which I just have to go and grab. I'll be right back. One day I'll actually remember to bring everything that I need with me. You should see me. I honestly, like when I'm filming videos, I'm back and forth literally just sprinting up and down the hallway to try and remember all the stuff that I need because I don't have a permanent room set up for filming. That is a luxury that I hope will be one day something I can recognize. But anyway, I just wanted to grab this. This is from Kiko Milano, which is a brand I got crazy into while I was away. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff from them, including this one, which is from the Little Mermaid collection. It is the Powder Foundation SPF 50 in O2 Porcelain, and I have been using the crap out of this ever since I bought it in, I think in Belgrade in Serbia, which was sort of midway through the trip, because I loved that I could just keep applying this throughout the day and keep my skin protected from the sun because it was very sunny and very hot, which I love. So yeah, I really enjoyed using this powder. You can use it wet as well for more coverage, which I like because I like using that through the T-zone. So that was something else I picked up. Let's get into some fun stuff. I picked up, as I said, a bunch of gear from Kiko Milano, which is an Italian brand, and it's quite readily available in a lot of the places that I went to while I was away. One of the products I got was the Lasting Mousse eyeshadow in 03, which is this beautiful rosy gold shade. So it comes in this little glass pot. Very beautiful. And then that is how it looks. And I think it's absolutely stunning. Now, it does disappear slightly on me after a certain period of time, but it lasts for a long time, I will say that. And I'm keen to try it over an eyeshadow primer just to see how it lasts. But I think it's beautiful and I love layering other things on top of it. It's also very cooling. It feels very cool. I haven't really decided what I want to slap on my face today yet, but we'll make a decision soon. So I got that one. I also picked up a bunch of eyeshadows from Kiko Milano, and one of them didn't even last. It lasted one train trip and then it died a horrible, horrible death. And it was one of these, but it was obviously different shades. So the one that I picked up that died, it was so pretty. It had a purple matte down the bottom and then a really soft pearlized pale pink shimmer shadow on top. So I'm really bummed about that, to be honest. But yeah, I have been enjoying this one as well. Let me swatch it for you. This shade, see this one's come out as well. So this shade is 04 in the Bright Duo eyeshadows. Oh, this will be interesting because the shimmer, I can't even, geez, these are a bit of a disaster, to be honest. If you're not traveling, I'm sure they're fine. But yeah, if you're traveling, do not buy one of these because they won't survive. But they are really pretty colors and I do enjoy using it. So, you know, typical me colors. I love those bronzy coppery shades. But yeah, these ones break really easily. I think these were on sale, so I don't know if that's because they know they break really easily. So also from Kiko Milano, I have 3 of their single shadows, long-lasting wet and dry eyeshadows. So I picked up a really pale one. This is the shade 200, which I just think is so pretty. And actually it's kind of similar to the shade that broke in the little duo that I had, although the other one was slightly pinker. But that's a really, really pretty shade for an inner corner. That one there, so that's number 200. Next, I bought 234, which is this stunning rusty coppery shade. It's just got me all over it. Oh, it's so nice. And if you use it wet as well, it just goes next level. Let me see. Let me wet that for you. It just turns into this really smooth, metallic. Oh, hello, baby. Look at that. That's crazy. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. I'll do it for the first one as well for you. Although I don't think that the result is as dramatic as it is with the copper. But yeah, very pretty. Oh, they look so wet. Ooh, yeah. And then the third and final one of those I picked up was a more traditional gold, more of an antique gold. That's number 235. See if I can find some hand space for you and whack that on. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's the more antique-y gold. And then that's the coppery one. But they're just stunning. I just think they're so pretty, especially like one and done. Bam, looking sensational. So I love those. Also from Kiko Milano. I had a field day at Kiko Milano. I grabbed myself an eyeshadow stick. So this is long-lasting eyeshadow stick number 12. And it's this really cool reddy pinky shade, which I really enjoy. Because again, all these shades really bring out the green in my eyes. So yeah, I've really enjoyed using that one. Now, I thought today, I never do cool colored looks because I don't really like them on me that much, but I want to use one of these palettes. So I also picked up from Diego Dalla Palma, which is another Italian brand. Went hard on the Italian brands while I was there. I picked up 2 eyeshadow palettes. So I got the Nuda Cool and the Nuda Hot, which you know is the one I love the most. But these are so pretty. Look at those colors. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm probably gonna have to do a look with that palette. Let's be honest. Oh, it's so pretty. These ones were pricey because they're a professional Italian makeup brand, apparently. All right, and this is the Cool one, which is not normally something I would buy, but I couldn't resist it because it was so stunning. And I had been thinking about getting the Pat McGrath Moonlit Seduction palette for a while. And I was like, maybe I'll get this one instead. And we'll see if that soothes my urge. Because even though it was expensive, it wasn't expensive as a Pat McGrath mothership. So yeah, so we've got that one there. Maybe I should try using that today because I am wearing grey. We'll whack some of that on the eyes and then we'll get into the rest of the stuff I bought. I think that's the plan. Maybe pause this to go get yourself a cup of tea and then come back and get settled. So it's gonna be lengthy. All right, I'll be as quick as possible. I'm gonna use this base, the Kiko Milano pot. So just whacking that on with a Sigma, although I'll probably blend it with my finger. Might just use my finger. Don't worry about the brush. Yeah, that's better. That's better application. So the places that I went to while I was away weren't really like, they weren't, you know, big shopping places because I didn't go to London this time. I didn't go to France. It was cool though. I really enjoyed just sort of seeing what different places had to offer. It's so interesting though, because when I used to go to like go on overseas trips, like when I first started going to America when I was 14, I remember going to Sephora and thinking I was in friggin' heaven because we did not have anything like it here in Australia at that time. We had nothing remotely similar to Sephora and we couldn't get the brands that Sephora had. Like you just couldn't get them in Australia. You never even heard of them. And so the thrill that I used to get from going into a Sephora overseas was just beyond. Like, oh my God, it was so exciting. But now I go into a Sephora and I'm like, we have every brand that's in this Sephora. Yeah, there was no brand that we didn't have. And honestly, it's kind of disappointing. I like when things were a bit different and we didn't all have exactly the same thing because it made traveling and looking in these places so much more exciting. But I guess for convenience sake, it's great that we can all access the same stuff. But yeah, there's no like, I don't know, there's no wonder, no surprise anymore. I think I would have put that on my lower lash line too. This base looks so pretty. Look at that, just by itself. Beautiful. But why I wanted to put this on is because I'm not, you know, generally a big fan of cool colors on myself. I wanted to bring in just something a little bit softer as a base. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna go in now with something from this palette. Literally no idea what I'm doing. Just standard. If you've been here before. I do like to just make it up on the spot. Okay, I'm gonna just use this old Sephora brush, packing brush. And I think I wanna take this shade here. Okay, and that can just pack down pretty much everywhere, I think. Now, I have been so out of the makeup loop other than the stuff that I purchased while I was away. Like, I haven't had time to watch any videos, obviously, because I was on the road a lot. And I know there's been a whole ton of new releases, but I haven't caught up on what they are or if I actually want them. And to be honest, I'm kind of going through a minimalist phase right now. Of course, I will be making makeup purchases, but I just haven't quite figured out what they are yet. So if there's something that you think I would love, please let me know in the comments below so I can suss it out. You know, I love all my indie brands and stuff. I did watch one of Charlotte Holcroft's videos the other day and she was talking, it was one of her Let Me Talk You Out of Buying That videos. And honestly, she really didn't need to help me at all because it was all the releases from Gucci and your more kind of high-end brands that to me, they don't even interest me just because I just find stuff overpriced and boring. Obviously they would have good products amongst them, but I can certainly live without them. So yeah, I'm really not, I don't need to be talked out of buying those. So I wasn't gonna get them anyway. Okay, I do love Charlotte though. I think now I want to do something a bit shiny. I think what I want to take is, God, I'm gonna look so overdone at the beach today. I'm just gonna take this tiny little packing brush and dip into, I think this shade here. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, you're glam for walking your dog at the beach. It's weird that I haven't done my brows yet. I keep forgetting to do them. I used to always do them first, and lately I've just been like, a bit of an afterthought. But I think that's only because I've been tinting them. So because my brows are naturally very fair, usually when they're not tinted, I'm like, oh my God, I got to put my brows on because it's a glaring thing. But because they're tinted at the moment, I sort of don't notice as much until I start putting eyeshadow on. I've just been tinting them at home with the 1000 Hour dye kits. I used to use henna, which I love, but it doesn't last as long. And I'm just going to blend that out with a little Sigma Precision Firm Blender. God, I'm still sort of getting back into the swing of videos, to be honest. Sorry if I'm a bit all over the shop, although I so often am, let's be honest. So I might have mentioned I was filming a fruit fly commercial campaign the other day. I'm not sure if I had mentioned that in my other video, my first video back, but yeah, I got to do, it was really fun actually. It was a fun campaign because often when I get booked to do voiceover jobs, it's just me reading an entire script by myself, which is, you know, it's never as much fun as like this job. I got to do some acting. So I was the mum in the advert and it was really fun because I got to kind of banter with the guy that was playing the dad. So yeah, it's so much more fun doing that. So I really enjoyed it. It was good. So if you're in Australia, you'll be hearing that campaign on the radio and on Spotify. So it's a national campaign, so it'll be all over Australia. I really love doing voiceover work because when endo's playing up and I'm all inflamed and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I look like. None of that is an issue. That's where we're at. Oh, this palette is so pretty. I don't even know. I want to use all of the colors. So I might dive into this one here, get a little sparkle going on the eye. I'm gonna use my finger. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. I'm gonna keep that concentrated on the outside. Why am I speaking like that? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I wanna keep that because it's obviously darker. And I will blend it slightly towards the middle. Wow, these shades are so sparkly. This is a beautiful palette if you're after a really glam cool tone number. I don't think you could go wrong with this. Oh wow, yeah, okay. So that's what this baby can do when you go a bit more intense. Look at that. Sorry, I know I'm a bit further away than usual when I'm doing eye makeup, but I just kind of, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. And I wanted to be able to talk to you without cutting out half my face for a change. Wow, that is stunning. This is beautiful. I don't think I need the Pat McGrath Mothership, to be honest. Although I do like the new one that's come out. I know everyone's like, it's been done before, but I don't have it. And I only have 2 Motherships and neither of them are the same as the new one. So I'm very tempted by it because I love the colors in it. But certainly not while it's full price and certainly not while I'm recovering from my trip finances. Also, I really want to save up so I can go again. So I might just have to really watch the budget. That's very, very pretty. Right. What I want is something that I don't have. Isn't that just the story of everyone's life? This could be a bit outrageous. Yeah, I'm gonna dip into this palette. I'm gonna dip into this shade right, oh geez, I'm gonna dip into this shade right here and just pop that over the center of my lid. We're mixing warm and cool, and I will not apologize for that. Pretty. And I'm just gonna blend that through. This is gonna be such a long video, honestly. I hope you've got like days to dedicate to just sitting around watching YouTube. I'm enjoying how that's looking. Now for the under eye, I want to add a little something to the outer corner, and I reckon I'm going to go in again with this shade. For the inner corner, I mean, come on, look at these stunning options. They're so beautiful. So they're the 3 I am choosing between. That one's going to be way too silver. So I'm thinking of this guy. So this one's much more of a neutral champagne-y colour. Less cool than the other two. Oh, that makes a beautiful inner corner highlight. I think that's all I want out of that. Just gonna blend everything out slightly more. I want to keep most of the darkness on top of the eye because when I wear cool colors, I just look like I'm really tired. So I don't really want to bring that under the eye at this point in time. So for eyeliner, I did have eyeliner dye while I was away, so I had to buy new ones. And I picked up the Maybelline liquid eyeliner. What color is that? Oh, that's brown. And this is, oh, this is also brown. How random. Why did I buy two? Oh, that's good. All right, I'm gonna use this NYX one because look at the color. This is the NYX color. I think that's why I bought this one because the Maybelline one looks black even though it says it's brown. And I wanted brown, which is what I want today. So I'm gonna go with the NYX. This is the Epic Ink liner in brown. Beautiful. I'll do the other eye and come back. Okay, I am back and I went ahead and put on my mascara because I didn't buy anything new in the mascara sphere. Let me just zoom you in a tiny bit here so you can see really what's happening with the eyes. So that is how they look. I did just take my Stila Stay All Day Art Sticks graphic liner in a Mambo and I just put a little bit in this inner third here because the truth is, it's not that I think cool colors look bad on me. I just don't think they make my eyes pop in the way that I love when I wear reds, oranges, pinks. Those shades just really, like coppers, really make my eyes pop and bring out the green in them. So I just wanted to add a tiny bit of purple in there just to add a little bit of something, and it's so subtle and I love doing this. You know this if you've seen my videos before. I love adding just a little something to the inner 2/3 of the lash line. You can't even really put your finger on what it is, but it just makes a difference. It just does. So that is what I have on my eyes. Now zoom you out slightly once again. I didn't buy any cheek products while I was away. I just stuck with my Danessa Myricks Dewy cheek and lip palette, which was incredible. But I did buy, just before I went, I picked up the iconic London Rollaway Glow in two colors, but one of them was this one, which is the Rose Potion. So I might just pop a little bit of that on. And this is quite pigmented for fairer skin. So I kind of use it like a blush because it's a little bit too intense to be a highlighter for me, but I kind of like that hybrid. It's very pretty. So just smush it in there with my sponge. What I did pick up though was, and I think I talked about this on my video before I left, how I was searching high and low to find a pigmented lip product that had SPF. So all of the lip products I could find anywhere, I searched everywhere. They were all just a sheer tint. There was not really any color to them. But I found while I was in Crete, in Hania, on a little Greek island of all places, I found this sun tint mineral sunscreen lip and cheek product, SPF 15, and I bought the color Dusty Red, so I might just tap a little bit of that on my cheeks just cause. So it's that sort of really pretty shade. Just gonna tap some off on my hand because otherwise I think it's gonna be, there we go. And why not just get a little bit of extra SPF on your cheeks if you can. I'm all about it. Give me the SPF everywhere, baby. It's how you keep your skin north. So that makes a really pretty little blush, actually. And I was so stoked to find that product because it has real pigment and it doesn't taste like sunscreen, which is miraculous because my Lanolips one definitely tastes like sunscreen. And so does the ultraviolet one. So I'm using a tiny bit because it really does have pigment. Okay, now for lippos, Oh, actually, before we scoot on, I did buy this KVD tattoo pencil liner in radium green while I was away as well. And I think it's so cool. I actually love it. Just on my lower lash line, it looks epic. So yeah, really like that. And now for lips, I did pick up a whole bunch of stuff because I could. And I am a lips girl. So from a German organic brand, Anne-Marie Bolind, I bought 2 lipsticks. These are so nourishing. They have hyaluronic acid in them. This one is the matte red, which actually isn't, I mean, it is matte, but it's a soft matte, which I love. And it's such a pretty color. I really like that. They feel really nice on the lips. The other one is just a fantastic everyday shade. This one isn't matte. This one's Dewy Rose. Look at the shape of it. I try not to do that to my lipsticks, but I feel like it's impossible. Yeah, so this one is a really beautiful everyday color. Your lips, but better. Now from Kiko Milano, I bought this lipstick, which is the Glossy Dream Sheer Lipstick in 205. I like how these pop out. Yeah, this is a really pretty like tint. Like it has pigment, don't get me wrong, but it's like very dewy. And it feels really wonderful again on the lips. Don't think I'll be wearing that today though. It's a bit too intense for this look. Then also from Kiko Milano, I bought this lip crayon, which I'm annoyed that it didn't come with a pencil sharpener. I hate when lip crayon products do not come with pencil sharpener. If they aren't wind up, they need to come with a sharpener, which is why I love my Bobbi Brown Art Sticks because they always do. But nonetheless, this color was really unique and I don't know what possessed me to buy it, but I did. And I think it's kind of cool. It's a real metallic, but what can I say? I'm into it. Did I say what shade that was? It's 06 Smart Fusion Creamy Lip Crayon. And the other lip crayon that I bought from Kiko Milano, weirdly, did come with a pencil sharpener. So I don't know, but this is from the green line. It's Green Me Lips and Cheeks, and it is number 104. And I really, really like this shade because again, a lot of my favorite shades are in between colors. Sorry, it's this one. So on the lips, it looks kind of corally, reddy, pinky all at once. It's like it doesn't quite know what it is, like me. And I really like that one, and I love that it has the sharpener. Then we're getting down there, guys. I bought these 2 from Germany. These are by the brand Benekos Natural Beauty. These are just a couple of little lip glosses. This is more of a bubblegum pink, which I don't tend to wear very often, but because it's, I don't know, the texture, it looks really nice on. So I do like that. In fact, that could go with today's look because it is cool toned. And then I got this shade, which was called Kiss Me. What's the other one called? Pink Blossom. So this one is Kiss Me. I'm running out of hand space. Kiss Me. Beautiful berry red. And finally, I picked up another one of these Milano. They're the like dewy balm lipsticks, which I really like. I love when I first put it on and it feels really nice and smooth, but I will say they don't stay on well at all, which is not surprising. It's not a long wear lipstick, but if that's something that annoys you, then you won't like these. But I love this color. Isn't that gorgeous? Such a, oh, it just goes with so much stuff. So I picked that one up as well, and the shade is 110, Lustful. Hello. All right, so I think that's all the products I picked up. Let's whack some lip stuff on. Let's go to Milano. It's gonna be this guy. Yeah, I really like that. The shade's so pretty. I do just have to put my moles back in. You don't need to be here for that. I'll just do it. And yeah, oh, just 2 more things that I wanted to tell you that I bought while I was away. This is from Korres, which is the Greek skincare brand. It is the Detox Toning Emulsion Cleanser, Olympus Tea. I bloody love this stuff. Purify and hydrate. I love it because I can use it on my eyes as well as all over my face to take my makeup off, and then you can just wipe it off if you want to with a cotton pad. I usually smush this into my face, then get my face halo out and get all the makeup off, and then I go in again and give it another little smush around with it. And this stuff is epic. Look how big it is. And it was so cost effective. I would have bought more if I could. I'm kicking myself that I didn't actually. So love that from Korres. And this is from Santo Volcano Spa. So it's from Santorini, but you can get it in kind of Athens and all different places in Greece. And this stuff smells like bloody heaven. It is Volcano Cosmetic Serum Oil, hair and body for all hair and skin types, organic argan, grapeseed and carrot oil. I use this all over my body and I smell like heaven. I cannot get enough of it. It makes my skin so soft. I haven't used it in my hair because I feel like my hair doesn't deserve it. But this is gorgeous. If you can get your hands on this, I just think you'll 10 out of 10 love it. It makes your skin so bloody soft. So that is all of the stuff I think that I picked up while I was away. I hope you've enjoyed catching up and seeing the kind of stuff that made it into my suitcase and all the bloody way home. And I will be back with you again very soon. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing yet, but we will figure it out. If you have any questions, any comments, I love to hear from you. And yeah, it's just always a joy. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would so appreciate it. It makes a big difference to YouTube, and I'll be back with you very soon. Please subscribe if you would like more of this content, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.